Good evening, comic fans. Some of you might see that giant box sitting right there. It says Fragile and know what time it is. For those of you who don't know what time it is CGC unboxing time. Little worried about this particular submission because I don't know if you can see the box right there. Or the box right there. Looks like this box is had a tough time getting to me. So that's a little concerning. CGC usually packs their stuff pretty well. So I'm not too concerned, but we're going to take a look. Anyway, a little bit about this. This is a 25 book modern pre-screen. Whenever I'm submitting modern books, unless they're really, really valuable and getting a lower grade doesn't really matter that much, I always will send them in on a 9.8 pre-screen. Just keeps from having to grade books or having books graded that might not be worth the grading fees after the grading gets done. I don't remember how many books made it through. This one is a little bit different than my normal. There was actually some books from my personal collection in there. Anyway, I'll get a little more into those when we get them out. So, without further ado, let's get this bad boy open. Now I know the grades. Obviously, they're all 9.8. But let's see if we got anything higher than a 9.8. Start out with the raw books. They always pack them in a nice comic mailer. Raw books inside, I guess, so you don't throw them away on accident. And let's see which books didn't make the cut. Now, some of these I'll have to look through them a little more thoroughly later on. See if maybe we can get them pressed and resubmitted. Now, when I press them, I'll only press certain ones again if it's higher dollar or whatever, and then I'll just send them on through and let them get whatever grade they can get. Because if they're high enough, if they're valuable enough for me to get pressed, then they're valuable enough for me to let them get graded without a pre-screen. Jupiter's Legacy #1, cover A, didn't make it. A little disappointed about this. Usagi Yojimbo #1. Didn't make it. Have to look at that one a little closer. Batman 442. Wolverine 131. This is the recalled edition. And this one I'm surprised didn't make it. So have to look a little closer on that one. Judge Dredd #1. First American appearance of Judge Dredd. Amazing Spider-Man 289. There's a little thing that looks like it's the bag. You'll have to take a look. Another one I'm kind of bummed didn't make it is this Spectacular Spider-Man #101 with that great cover. Must be something on the inside because I don't see it. Amazing Spider-Man 328. Again, nothing I can tell from the cover. Now this one, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #1. Now that I'm looking at it closer, and I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not, but right here, there's a couple spine ticks. Right there, there's a couple spine ticks, and they break color, so a press won't help this one. Now, I can't remember if it was the case with this book or not, but sometimes when I'm getting close to 25 books, I'll kind of throw something in there that's close to a 9.8 in the hopes that it gets a 9.8. Could go either way. Just to get up to you have to submit 25 books minimum in order to be able to pre-screen it. Once you hit the 25 books, you can set it for any pre-screen grade that you want. And I guess you could do all 10s, but you're probably going to waste a lot of money. It's like a $5 fee for every reject. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's really worth it. Unless you're 99.99% sure that you're going to hit a 10. doesn't seem worth it to me. All right, so let's get to the graded books. And I'm just going to pull them out of here, or not. Kind of don't want to come out. I'm going to start from the front where it looks like it got burned, or where the looks like the damage was done to the box. And advertisement for shipping kits. That's the first time I've seen one of these. I actually might take them up on these, especially for high dollar books. Anyway, all right. First book, Immortal Hulk number 33. This is the Incredible Hulk number 1 homage by Joe Bennett. Now, this is a pretty new book. This one just came out actually in May. Well, that must be the cover date, because I submitted these in April. And just so you guys know how fast they're going right now, they received these books on May the 1st, where they were received at CGC's offices. And I received these today, May the 26th. And that's with the delay. They were actually supposed to come this past Friday, which was the 22nd, I believe. But for whatever reason, the delivery got delayed. It was out for delivery, and then all of a sudden it said it'll be here on Tuesday. So 21 days from being received by CGC to being received by me. And I haven't submitted a million submissions, but I've submitted enough to know that on a pre-screen, that is amazing. 21, that's calendar days, not business days. So anyway, right now is the time to submit books, since there's no conventions this year. Peach Momoko, Spider-Woman number 1, variant cover. What can I say about Peach Momoko? Hot artist. I don't know about this book being so hot, but I think as time goes on and Momoko gains in popularity. I mean, she's still pretty popular right now, but as she gains in being known and gets more, I guess, a following, I'm hoping these books will go up. But yeah, so Peach Momoko, Spider-Woman number 1 variant edition. Oh, here is the first of one of my personal collection books. Now this, well, here's one of them. It's a 5.5. Let me see, they're all in here. Let me get them all out. I'll kind of have to hold them up one at a time here, since I've only got the one stand. But anyway, I don't know. No, that's not going to work. Anyway, this is the entire Batman Dark Knight Dark City storyline. This came out in 8 of 1990. Or at least it was in the first two. So I don't think that's right. Anyway, basically what the story is with this book right here, Batman number 453, is the first book that I ever purchased, comic book. Purchased that off the stands. And why I'm questioning the publishing date that they have on here was because I bought this book. We just watched, that summer, we just watched Batman 1989 in the drive-in movie theater. It shows you how dated I am. Anyway, went to the drive-in, then I went to summer camp a couple weeks later, and we were just all about talking about Batman, talking about everything Batman. And I picked this book up, 453, on the way home from summer camp. Well, yeah, the publishing date says August 28th, 1990. Maybe we saw Batman. I don't know. Maybe my recollection of things is off, but could have sworn we had just seen the Batman movie in the theaters. But I do know it was on the way home from summer camp, and we were talking about Batman at the summer camp. That's what made me pick that book up. Now, I picked it up at some liquor store or whatever. I read the issue. It was great. Found out it was part 2 of a 3-part storyline. So I went back. I found part 2, or part 1, I mean. And then I actually picked up 454 off the stand, and that one is in the best condition. I think I got this 454 from the comic shop, and it looks that way because these two are newsstand with the barcodes, and this one isn't. That's also probably why it's in better condition, because it probably had a bag and board. But anyway, these are personal collection books. I mean, normally I wouldn't even grade these. Oh, and the reason why the grades are lower than the 9.8 is you can choose what each book's minimum grade is. So I put these down to a 0.5 because I don't know if you could see, but there's a lot of damage on this. There's actually a huge fold down the middle. It doesn't break color or anything, but there's a huge... I wonder if they counted that as a subscription fold. It's on the back too. I don't know if you can see the line going up and down there. So I put it all the way down to 0.5 because I didn't really know. I don't know on these modern books how much they ding you for those kind of defects, but not as much as I thought. That's for sure. All right, moving on. So I don't know. You guys saw the Jupiter's Legacy #1 in the rejects. Well, there's Jupiter's Legacy #1, 9.8 cover A. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of this altogether. Now, I didn't go out and buy these now. These I've had, I actually bought these when the series first came out. The reason why I got them, waited till now to get them all graded, is because the Netflix show is coming out soon. I mean, everything's been delayed because of the coronavirus and whatnot, but I'm hoping that these will hit like Umbrella Academy did. I don't know if any of you guys have read this series, but I love this series. This was a great series. The first series is, I don't remember if I read the second or third series, but I know the first series is a great take on heroes, and the heroes' kids, legacy. I recommend it if you get a chance to read this before the show comes out on Netflix. See if they change it on the show like they did with Umbrella Academy or any of that other stuff. Alright. That's not the end of Jupiter's Legacy in this submission either. Okay. Next we have Spider-Geddon #0. The Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars #8 homage. Just got that because it's a cool cover. This is another kind of out there spec book. This is Harley's Little Black Book. This is the book that insinuates that Harley and Lobo hooked up, and hopefully this is the variant cover, by the way. But it insinuates they hooked up. At some point, hopefully they'll confirm they hooked up, and that Crush turns out to be the daughter of Harley Quinn and Lobo, and then hopefully this book takes off as a result of that. Alright. Spawn #275. It's just a cool cover. And some of these kind of mid-200 spawns are low print. You know, I didn't even look to see what this one was. This one was kind of let's get it in there and get the submission up to 25. But here we go. We got a 9.8. All right. And then back to Jupiter's Legacy. Got the Jupiter's Legacy #1 Phantom variant. This is a very interesting cover, for obvious reasons. Anyway, this is the Phantom variant, which I believe that was like a store variant back in the day, the Phantom variants. Anyway, and here's the last one. Jupiter's Legacy #1 sketch cover. I kind of like how they did a little different take on the sketch of this with the 2 different colors on the characters. Frank Quitely's an awesome artist, so I like this this cover a lot too. Anyway, I have more of the covers, the other covers of Jupiter's Legacy. Didn't send any of them in for grading though. I don't really think they're as appealing as this cover A, so hopefully my tastes are right and I picked the right cover for submission and speculation. But I guess I can always throw the other ones, shoot the other ones into CGC if the books take off, especially if they hit like Umbrella Academy did. I'm sure I can get a 21-day submission going and still catch the tidal wave. But we'll see. Who knows? I probably won't do that because I don't try to play the spec game that much. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it for the books. Looks like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 graded out of 25. And really it's 12 out of 23. So it's a little better than 50%, about 55%. I really need to get a submission and not throw any books in just to try to hit the 25 books. Just really take a look at them and really study them before I submit them. Have a little patience. Then I could see how good I could do on these submissions. But I'm happy with what I've got. Can't believe that 6 out of 7 of those, actually 7 out of 8 if you count the variants of the Jupiter's Legacy books, came back 9.8. So apparently I stored those for the last 7 years. Pretty good. Anyway, that's all I've got right now. If you want to see any more unboxing videos, working on some stuff, a little more talking about the comic books instead of actually just showing them off. Hopefully I can get those. They're coming down the pipe, get them going, get a little better camera setup here before I do something like that. Anyway, follow me, give me a like, and comment if you got any comments or questions, any spec ideas on the books or anything that were mentioned in the video. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.